coming up in this read. Your person of interest is going to be literally pouring their heart out to you. Pisces, let's do your love reading for January 2023. If love isn't your thing, then you can always go check out your lifestyle reading that I uploaded at the start of the month. Please do read my description box below and the pinned comment below for any information that you might need about me, the decks that I'm using, my upload schedule, and the private reading information as well. To reveal the description box, if you're on mobile, then you just click below where it says more. And do remember that this is general, so you only take what resonates for you, especially if you're cross-watching. So you can flip it, reverse it, take it, or leave it. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Pisces. Before I get into your read, we do have Venus in Aquarius at the moment, which means that experimental relationships are going to be intriguing for everybody right now. And many people are going to be looking outside of their usual type for friendships and romance. So Venus in Aquarius is beckoning you to love the unconventional, and this is the perfect time for you to develop more of a friendly approach in spousal relationships to increase intimacy. More specifically for you, Pisces and Pisces rising, your loved ones could have difficulties expressing their feelings, or you could have difficulties expressing your feelings. You're being pushed to take stock of your own feelings and yourself at this time, Pisces. Closer to the end of January, somebody that you know is finally going to declare their passions and intentions towards you. So be mindful that you're not overstretching yourself, because you could find yourself really quickly overwhelmed with basically wanting to do a lot of things for a lot of people, okay? So avoid making promises and be mindful of your timekeeping as well, okay? Right, so you've got let go, dreams, and cherish. Okay. It's an interesting one. Under there's confusion. Yeah. I would like to clarify what it is that they mean by let go, right? It says sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. But I'm not getting any specifics with this, because right next to it is dreams and cherish. Cherish your relationships. It feels like it's completely separate energy, right? It's almost like it's telling you, right, you're needing to release something before you can embark on this energy over here. This let go feels more like a blockage because it was your first card out, okay? And clarify this let go in Pisces energy, please. What's going on here? Thank you. Oh, the Seven of Cups. Let go of that confusion. It's right there. It's the Seven of Cups energy. It's the same card. It's the same energy. And under there you've got the heart. So let go of the uncertainty, maybe the fears, definitely the confusion. Confusion about what, though? It is going to be different for a lot of you. Can you elaborate on this, please, for Pisces? Thank you. The Five of Cups and the Hermit. Feeling bad about yourself. Feeling regretful about something. If this isn't your energy, Pisces, then this could easily be someone else's energy towards you. Somebody could be holding a grudge, it feels like, with this particular combination, right? And I do need to insert a little footnote here and remind people that grudges, they are very, very, very different from somebody's boundaries, okay? Grudges can be petty things, petty annoyances. That's a grudge, right? Somebody called you a bad name, or you called someone a bad name, and they're forever and a day holding a grudge against you for that, right? Very, very different from a personal boundary, right? So obviously ensure that there isn't anyone around you who's trying to gaslight you, potentially, into believing that you're holding a grudge, when in actual fact you're maintaining your own personal boundaries, and vice versa, okay? If you're struggling with somebody, just ask yourself, are they holding a grudge, or is it one of their boundaries? Okay. Some bad feelings with that Five of Cups and the Hermit and the Seven of Cups is what's needing to be released with this let go energy. Okay, it's not saying let go of your dreams, let go of your partner or whatever, right? It's saying, look, there's some kind of bad feelings here, Pisces. Something that you're still needing to grieve, possibly, or maybe someone else is still needing to grieve through something before they can take on the next stage of their life. Someone's hurting, like, definitely. I just cannot tell at this point in the game whether it's you that's hurting or your person of interest, okay? But that energy, it cannot come into a relationship. Like, if that energy was to come into a relationship, whether it's a pre-existing relationship or one that's about to start, doesn't make a difference. This kind of negative energy coming into a relationship is going to poison it. Okay, and that's why you're being told, look, cherish your relationships. Cherish your relationships. Make sure that they're getting off on the best fit possible. And then you've got dreams, sharing your dreams together and encouraging each other to make them a reality. This could be indicating that perhaps in the past you might have struggled with individuals who were basically jealous of your dreams, trying to stomp all over your aspirations, basically brushing off your ideas like they didn't matter, something like that. There could be, someone could be watching and they're far too accustomed to having their either their good friend or someone that they class as a good friend, because there's all different types of love. Okay, this is a love read, but there's different types of love. They could have become accustomed to a good friend, a trusted, quote unquote, trusted family member, or a love romantic partner, being jealous of them, basically being in competition with them, which isn't healthy. Like, we all know this. It's time for you to really analyze, Pisces, really truthfully and honestly, as painful as it's going to be. Analyze the individuals that you're associating yourselves with on a frequent basis. Okay, are they healthy people for you? Are they in competition with you? Do they support your dreams? Do they give you a nudge in the right direction, or do they constantly try to pull you down? Do they ignore your ideas? Do you know what I mean? Really, really analyze the people that you spend the most time with, Pisces, because for some of you with this energy right here, for some of you, there are really unhealthy connections still in your sphere of influence, okay? And it's not doing you any good, basically. It is holding you back. So as soon as you let go of them people, again, as painful as it's going to be, Pisces, because you do feel everything deep, you do have a lot of empathy, and you do struggle with feelings of guilt. When the time does come for you to reinforce your own personal boundaries, like, you do struggle with that quite a lot because of those feelings of guilt. Oh, but I don't want to come across as being bad and mean and spiteful. And do you know what I mean? Like, forget about it. You're going to have to make peace with temporarily feeling bad. Okay? You really, really need to take a hardcore line with this, Pisces, because you cannot allow individuals to hold you back anymore. Like, you cannot afford to do that anymore. It is just not worth the price, or the potential price, that you would have to pay for keeping toxic people around you, right? It's never, ever worth it. And you will find that once you've dealt with that, you've processed, okay, such and such a person, they're not healthy for me. I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to let go of them, let go of the situation, and start focusing on myself. As soon as you do that, Pisces, you will find that everything that you were trying to create in your own life is going to manifest, it is going to happen for you. It's almost as if the missing pieces, like the missing pieces of the puzzle of your life, so to speak, will click into place, and things will move really, really smooth, because you're not going to have people around you basically trying to sabotage your every move anymore. Okay? So, that being said, I'm just going to do this so you can see on camera. I'm randomly putting the cards back in the deck. And do a couple more shuffles. Just again, so that you can see that nothing's been set up. Okay? Whatever cards come out is what comes out. Now, we're going to look at your person of interest energy. And again, yes, it is a love read, but it's not necessarily romantic love. Okay, so do keep an open mind. It is a general read. We're going to look at what they're thinking, feeling, hiding, and what actions they will potentially take towards you. Okay. Pisces person of interest, please. What are they thinking, feeling, hiding, and what actions will they take towards our high vibe Pisces collective? Okay, straight away, the Eight of Coins. Hard work, somebody doing their due diligence, someone who's a bit of a perfectionist, likes everything in order. What are they thinking? Thank you. The Magician, the Lovers, and the Seven of Coins. Well, somebody's wanting to invest in a relationship with you, Pisces. Again, could be a family member, could be a good friend, a potential love, or current love, right? Somebody's wanting to put the work in. Eight of Coins, the Magician, the Lovers, and the Seven of Coins. Now, we see with the Magician and the Lovers, if you're currently single, then this is somebody who is going to be making the first moves towards you, Pisces, okay? If you're currently in a partnership, then your partner is wanting to do something different with the relationship. They're wanting to probably invest in something, maybe put down a deposit on a house, make a big purchase with that Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins is an investment, right? It's taking the connection up the next level, basically. Can you tell us about the Magician in their thought process, please? This Magician. You got something to do with money. So your person's thinking about money. And the Six of Coins, yeah. Yeah. Some of your person has been coming up with ideas on how to make extra finances so that you can put down that deposit on the house. The Six of Coins is charitable work, it's giving. Tell us more about the Magician with the Six of Coins, thank you. The Knight of Swords. Okay. Your person of interest is wanting to run something by you with that Knight of Swords energy to see if it's a good idea before they make that move. Okay, so your person's going to be coming to you for your advice on the best place for them to invest their finances. Tell us about Seven of Coins, thank you. Hangman, Pisces energy, yeah. Your person is indicating that they know that it would be unwise for them to do anything else before they've actually spoken to you, okay? The Seven of Coins with the Hanged Man, yeah. And again, with that being in the thought process, it's all very much a theory right now, okay? So definitely your person is wanting to speak to you, and it's about something really, really important. It might not be important to you necessarily, but it's certainly important to them, okay, with this kind of energy. It feels like, Pisces, your person of interest is on the verge of something really significant, very significant. I'm seeing a lot, potentially a lot of money exchanging hands here. Okay, Eight of Coins, Six of Coins, the Seven of Coins. Your person is coming from a place that is being very, very practical at the moment with all of that earth energy. And they're certainly wanting to get you on board with these ideas. What are they feeling, please? What is Pisces person of interest feeling? Thank you. In reverse, okay. The Ten of Coins with the High Priestess. Interesting. Again, your cards are coming out in a very bizarre way, Pisces. Your person doesn't quite trust themselves with this. Ten of Coins reversed, High Priestess reversed, and then the Six of Coins in the upright position. So your person struggles to trust in their own best judgment. They certainly don't have much faith in their own intuition, and they know that you're the intuitive one out of the two. And that's why they're asking you, it's not so much your permission, but it's more about what you think. They really want to know what it is that you think to their investment idea. Why is that Ten of Coins reversed, please, in their... Thank you. The Hermit. Okay. I'm seeing this particular combination, the Hermit with the Ten of Coins in reverse, as basically family problems, potentially, that is hurting your person, and loneliness as well. So your person feels outcast from perhaps a family unit, and they're not able to ask them for advice. They're not able to ask them for support and help. Can you tell us about the High Priestess in reverse, please? Oh, they're going to be pouring their heart out to you, Pisces. Look, High Priestess in reverse with the Six of Coins. Yeah. Your person of interest is going to be literally pouring their heart out to you. High Priestess reversed. Why is this here, please? Thank you. The Knight of Cups. That honest, loving conversation that comes literally from the heart. Yep. Confirmed. Someone's pouring their heart out to you, Pisces. For certain. For certain. They're going through a lot of problems when it pertains specifically to their own, I'm getting like family origin situation. So that's like they're struggling with siblings or parents or something like that. Okay. What are they hiding, please? What are they hiding? This person seems to be very worried in case you think differently of them, because they're not on best terms with their family origin. Two of Coins in reverse. Yeah, that's someone who is not... Oh, very, very indecisive. When the Two of Coins comes out in reverse, that is literally someone who is back and forth, back and forth. This is the hidden energy. The Two of Cups. Okay. Oh, thank you. The World, the Nine of Coins, and the Four of Coins. Yeah, they're hiding the fact that they're unsure of something to do with the Two of Cups. It could be, Pisces, that your person of interest is dealing with another person. But in what context, I don't know. Okay? I haven't a clue. For some of you, it will be the fact that they're dealing with an ex or a soon-to-be ex. And they're sort of back and forth in and out of that particular situation. And for others of you, this could be your person trying to get out of a pre-existing contract, but they're not able to do so in a manner that is clean-cut. if that makes sense. But it's that Two of Coins that's in reverse that's doing it for me. This is like something is muddying the waters, and it's something to do with the Two of Cups, which is a partnership, not necessarily a romantic partnership. They've got some kind of deal or connection or relationship, again, any kind of relationship with another individual with the Two of Cups that they are no longer wanting any part of, but they keep bouncing back to that situation for whatever reason. They are wanting to end it with the world, for sure. Nine of Coins. For some of them, they're wanting to end a relationship, become single, and then come towards you. For others of you, that this is your person dealing with something that is really, really difficult, that they cannot see a clear way through. Why that Four of Coins, please? Somebody could be holding your person hostage financially with that Four of Coins. This person could be trying to build up financial independence away from a selfish, greedy person before they can end that contract or whatever that partnership thing is. Why the Four of Coins, please? But this is what's being hidden. So they feel ashamed that they got themselves in this situation in the first place, and they feel that they have to wait it out. Yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. There could be a child involved here somewhere for some of you. This could be about child maintenance that they're keeping hidden from you. Something to do with an increase in the payments that have to go out every month with that Four of Coins, Page of Cups. And so your person's finding it more difficult as the months go by to build up that financial independence. It's very, very specific message there for somebody. Very specific. What actions will they take toward Pisces, please? Actions. Oh, thank you. Ace of Wands with the Three of Wands in reverse. That Ace of Wands has also come out off balance. So your person of interest, they are going to be taking the initiative with that. But here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of delays. Three of Wands in reverse. So something that your person of interest is planning, it's not quite going to work out the way that they expect it to. And I feel that that's why they're coming towards you and asking you specifically for your advice on what the best thing to do is in this situation. Because they see you as very, very intuitive, very intelligent, very knowledgeable. There is definitely unexpected delays in their actions towards you. And they could well be apologizing to you as well. So if you've made plans with this particular person about meeting up on a set day, set time, whatever the case might be, the chances are quite high, Pisces, that they're not going to be able to make it. I'm seeing this person inadvertently, Ace of Wands off balance, inadvertently letting you down. And they don't actually mean to do that. Because their intent is that Ace of Wands. So they're promising you something, or they're telling you something, and they fully intend to follow through with it. But then the reality kicks in, and situations happen outside of their control. And it means that they're not then able to follow through with what it is that they had planned with you. So there's going to be a cancellation here, for sure. What else for their actions toward Pisces, please? See, that potentially could cause massive, massive problems between people. If somebody makes a promise and then they have to let the person down closer to the time, that can cause massive arguments and huge problems. It can cause trust issues as well, because the person who's been let down is going to be like that. I wonder if they were just lying. I wonder if they were just making up excuses, or if it was a genuine situation that they legit couldn't get out of. Page of Coins, yeah, it seems legit. it does seem like a legit thing that's about to happen. For certain, with that Page of Coins. Your person might have been, with that being a page, they might have been a bit naive in their ambitions. Tell us about that Page of Coins, please. And their actions toward Pisces. They're also, it's indicating that they're going to try and make it up to you, but by doing something small and practical is their way of trying to make it up to you. Yeah, like 7 of Wands, drama, chaos, arguments, disagreements. Could be arguments and disagreements about a child. It could be arguments and disagreements about them letting you down. That's what they're trying to avoid, though. So it feels that this energy feels like your person of interest is coming towards you and they're feeling very, very sheepish. And they're like that, Pisces. Do you remember how we organised that thing? Well, I kind of overlooked something here. I can't get out of it. My hands are tied and I'm going to have to cancel. It's that. They really want to avoid that argument, and they definitely do not want to upset you. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so the overall energy, yeah. It's going to sting. You're going to be really disappointed. Of course. This might have been something that you were building yourself up to. This could have been something that you were really, really looking forward to. And do you know what I mean? It might feel, because again, like you feel really, really deeply, it could feel like your person has dropped you from a great height. That's how much potentially it could hurt. Yeah, 5 of Coins under there. Feeling ignored, feeling pushed out, feeling forgotten about. 7 of Wands, yeah, causing an argument. 10 of Cups under there with the 6 of Wands. Your person of interest is going to make it up to you, Pisces. They have every intent on doing so. 10 of Cups and 6 of Wands. I'm not feeling any maliciousness from this energy at all. I'm genuinely not. Like, this is some kind of a mistake on your person of interest part where they have overextended themselves, or vice versa. You might have overextended yourself accidentally, because if you remember right when I started doing your read, Pisces, and I was saying with the Venus in Aquarius energy that's going on at the moment, and I says to you then, be mindful that you're not overextending or overstretching yourself, because you could find yourself being quickly overwhelmed with wanting to do a lot of things for a lot of people and then accidentally having to let some people down at the last minute. This could well be your energy, Pisces, and you feeling really bad and guilty and horrible for having to do a last minute cancellation on someone. Like that energy, it could have been completely flipped. It could have just been your energy for your person to crosswatch, if that makes sense. Because sometimes the reads can come out like that, okay? Let's have a look. What else? What else for Pisces, please? Thank you. I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay. And I love you. It's beautiful. That one wants to come out as well. I left when I saw you with someone and we'll be together again. Okay. This one usually does come out when there has been a misunderstanding. Oftentimes that'll come out when an individual has taken a shine to another person and is about to walk up and speak to them, but they see that their person is already engaged in a conversation with another individual, and they feel a bit icky about going up and having that conversation that they wanted to have, so they just sort of like leave quietly without saying anything, but also feeling a wee bit jealous as well. Okay, so we've got, I'm starting to understand our connection, I love you, and we will be together again. Your person, or whoever it is that needs to let someone down, again, the intent is there to completely and absolutely make amends. Oh, is that my alarm? Can we have a healing message, please, for Pisces? Okay, it's a couple. Independence, friendship, and nurture. So that's the Empress energy with the nurture, okay? Growth, expansion, nurturing. Being in your divine feminine energy, whether you identify as being masculine, feminine, gender fluid, doesn't matter, okay? The Empress energy, I love that when it comes out at the end of a read, because it indicates that the situation, that there's going to be like a bit of a twist to the timeline. And the twist is almost always, whenever you see the Empress towards the end of a read, it's almost always positive. So there's going to be a positive twist at the end of this, Pisces. It can indicate a very good outcome for the person that I'm reading for, okay? Because again, like when you think about the Empress, it's all about nurturing and abundance and making things grow and fertility and, you know, good news and positivity. Independence and friendship. Interesting. So friendship is literally what it says on the tin, okay? This is not necessarily a romantic situation for some of you. This could be taking place within a social circle of friends, okay? And again, a reminder, if this is about a romantic situation, then yeah, it is time to develop more of a friendly approach in pre-existing relationships to increased intimacy, okay? Like for those who are already in romantic connections, then it's more like treating your person as a really good friend, and that'll help bring you two together closer. Okay, independence comes from knowing that we can depend on ourselves. It gives us the strength to stand apart, trusting in the power of our individuality. The situation that you're in seems to have arisen from your dependency on your partner, or perhaps somebody was too dependent on you, Pisces. You're probably feeling neglected and wanting more of your partner's attention or time. And perhaps you feel threatened because your partner is pulling away from clinginess. Think about how children who are insecure constantly seek attention and affirmation by tugging at their mother's clothes. Ask yourself how you, too, may be demonstrating such behaviour in your own way. Or your person could be demonstrating that behaviour towards you, and they could be too clingy onto you, Pisces. Dependency can be a web that we weave to hold on to another person, but ultimately we become entangled in it ourselves, not knowing how else to relate. Of course, you want to feel supported in your relationship, but when your need for support goes beyond what is offered, then it turns into neediness. To gain a real and lasting sense of independence, you need to find your own mature qualities of strength and self-reliance. This is a major step on the path of self-love and a huge stride towards being able to fully love another person without clinging or constantly needing help or attention. Only when you have taken this step, you'll be able to move freely between the poles of separateness and togetherness with a partner. Consider the eagle as a powerful metaphor for independence in a relationship. A mated pair fly with great distance between them, yet always within view of each other. Each is in their own power and not shadowed by the other one. Together but separate. Yeah. So somebody's needing to give you some breathing space within a relationship or vice versa. Okay. Yeah, really interesting read there for you, Pisces. That is what I have for you. It's completely up to you what you do with this reading, okay? Please remember that tarot, it's not a scapegoat, it is not a crutch, it's a guide. And you're the one that's in charge of your destiny. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Okay, bye.